Alright, you guys saw the title, you know what's going on today. It's time to get an assload of progress done at the castle. I want to mainly focus on the castle today. The first order of business, I need to extend this wall all the way out here to this part, about here, where it comes out to this gatehouse. I might have like another tower in the middle here, but the problem is I don't want it to be too close to this one and like interrupt this. So I don't know how I'm going to do it. And past this point, this little diagonal wall here that's going to be here, this is going to be kind of different in a way from the castle we're building over here. So I can't like prematurely work on it because I don't exactly know what all we're doing there yet. What I probably should be doing is finishing the interior of this because I said I would ages ago and I still haven't. But I'm not going to be doing that because I'm lazy. I have no idea what to do in here, so I'm just gonna ignore the problem. We should probably go get Marold, though, the guy we found last episode. If you guys don't know, I kind of have this running, I guess, joke on the channel. Basically, I keep finding chickens that spawn in the middle of the ocean somehow, some way, and so I named them all sounding, like the first one was Gerald. The second one was Harold. All their names end in Harold. So over here we have Harold and we have Cheryl. Gerald used to be in this world, but he died, and then Barold was in a different world, the Boxscape server. And last episode, we found another named Marold. So we gotta go rescue him. He's like 30,000 blocks out or something. So it looks like in the nether, we have to go to negative 2,150, negative 1,934. So we got a long way to fly, and then we have to walk all the way back. Okay, it should be right here. Yeah. This should take us to the right spot. That was, like, as close to perfect as I could have dreamed of. Alright, buddy. It's time to go. Oh, there it is. I thought you just evaporated it for a second. Let's go, buddy. Go on in. There we go. Here we go. Back home. Thrilling. Actually, wait, no, I have a funny idea. I want to try something. I assume this should work. Like, let me just try it. Oh. It works. I'm speed hacking. I'm speed hacking Minecraft, bro. Bump it up to 5. Oh god. Oh god. No, I'm not doing that. I didn't know it actually worked with Minecraft, but apparently it does. So I guess, yeah, I can do that, I guess. Don't worry, I'm not actually going to be using that. I was just curious as to if it actually worked. Sacred egg. Sacred egg. If this spawns a baby, that would have been great though, wouldn't it? Sacred egg. Sacred egg. If this spawns a chicken. I wish. I really wish. That would have been like the most sacred animal we'd ever have. Harold and Cheryl don't lay eggs. Which I suppose is a good thing, because they're the only two chickens that are ever in contact with each other. But they're, you know, siblings. So, it's probably for the best that none of them are spewing out eggs. So I guess we're just gonna jump straight into things. I want to get so much work done in this castle today. I'm hoping to, so we're gonna get straight into things, just no hesitating, no more screwing around, we're just doing it. So, I think I'm gonna work on this wall on the left. Again, I'll probably do something about halfway through to kind of mix it up and make it not so, like, bland. I'm probably not gonna be doing the exact same design of wall, and if I do, I'll probably add to it because I don't want it all to just be, like, basic, bland walls like this, you know, with the, not really bland, but I feel like if it's all just flat stone like this with little to nothing on them, it'll get boring. And I'm also going to move where it is. The wall will probably start, the middle of it will be here, and then it'll kind of curve down this way. And I don't know, I guess I'm just going to work for a little bit and just see what I can come up with, you know, see what I can do. I haven't done any more designing in my creative world, so I literally have zero idea what I'm doing. So, let's get to it. Alright, everyone. As you can see, we have not only got like a ton of progress made on the castle here, but also we have done some extreme makeovers to the castle parts that we had finished. I'm sure that I did some sort of voiceover on the time-lapse where I explained the kind of changes that I did without saying beforehand, but just in case, I'll explain it all now and cut out the bits that I did explain. So when I started working on this castle here, on the extra parts in my creative world, and I was designing it, I began to realize that something was wrong with the castle. And it started with this building right here, with the the one with the flag, basically. I knew what I wanted with this sticky out bit with the white diorite. And at first I did it with andesite, and then I did copper, as you know, because copper was what we were using in the roofs like this before. But that's when it kind of started to hit me that something wasn't quite right with this area. And I realized I forgot to texture that tower with the white, or the wool. I'll do that in a second. But I realized it was kind of missing color. And so I tried swapping out the copper, first with red and orange blocks, because it would match the banners we made for him last episode. But it didn't really get the color and the feel that I wanted. So I switched to light blue, which is what I ended up sticking with. And another thing I just realized I missed this middle part. I'm going to have to change this copper to the blue stuff, the concrete and the wool. But yeah, I spent like just as much time working in the creative world, if not more, probably more time working in the creative world than I did in this world. What you saw in that time lapse was almost 2 hours, and it probably took me more time to figure out all these designs and stuff in the creative world, because I was really struggling with this. I didn't know at first if I wanted to use diorite or not. As I said, I used andesite at first, and then I switched to deep slate, and then I switched back to other stone blocks, and then I tried deep slate again. It was a mess, but eventually I found that the white matched well with the blue, so I went with the diorite. And I'm going to mix quartz in. Another thing I realized I forgot. It's like 2 hours of work. You gotta forgive me for forgetting stuff. But I realized that the white worked well with the blue, but it didn't seem to work well with the spruce when there was too much of it. Specifically this tower here. You notice that I changed this tower. That's because I felt like the white and the blue did not match well with the overwhelming amount of spruce at the top of the tower. So I switched the stairs and stuff to andesite, and then I put white concrete, or not concrete, terracotta to match the white, like, kind of lip? I don't know what the word for that is. And then I also got rid of the spruce wood band that went down the middle of these tall towers, because I feel like the spruce wood just does not work that well with the light blue, I don't think. Which is why that's why I changed a lot of it, and why I didn't use much over on the left side. But I think I like it. I think I like this. And of course, it kind of floats. The terrain isn't very well done. And that's because I'm waiting to do the terraining like I did for the front, because I'm not entirely sure what I want to do. I have a couple different ideas, so I'm going to wait until I fully decide to work on it, obviously. And then I kind of want to wait till I get maybe more of this side complete. I want to kind of like water feature somewhere in here, like coming out of the wall or something. And then I want like a waterfall coming down the two gaps under the bridges there, you see, and kind of flowing down our custom cliffs or whatever we're going to have here. And then obviously, whatever custom terrain we make around the castle is going to be supporting it better. There won't be floaty stuff like right there, and there won't be that weird thing, and there won't be, a floating tower. So I kind of have a cool little idea for what I want on this right side, and I don't know how well it's going to work, but I'm starting it in the hardcore world because I'm going to be terraining a lot of this and customizing the terrain. What I'm thinking is we kind of have the path, it'll like arch along. You see this little thing here, the kind of flat area right before the hill, this little bit here. It'll probably arch around here, and then there'll be like a mini gatehouse here. These 2 blocks actually kind of make for a good marker for it. This general area, it might come out more, I'm not sure. But then I want, like, I don't exactly know how to explain it, but you guys know, like, sea arches, like the rocky structures in the ocean and near the ocean where they're like an arch. I could throw up like an image on the screen or something. I want to make something like that just outside the castle wall, going like about here, like going upwards, and then we'll have like a platform. There's like kind of custom pillar coming out of the water, and then there'll be something on top. Maybe a tower. I have an idea. If you remember at the Grand Castle, I can actually just go show you. Kind of like this dome, you see? You see this? Like this little building here with the pillars and such. Maybe something like that on top of it, you know? I don't know. Maybe we could do something like that. But I'm just gonna get started and just do work. I don't know how much I'll do in this time lapse. I at least want to get like most of the landscaping on this side of the island done, and then we'll see what else I can do after that. So let's get into another time lapse. Alright, so we have this all built up here, and I don't know. I think it's not bad, I'll say the least. I just don't know. I think it looks pretty cool, actually. It just looks a little bit... It looks busy. I don't know how else to put it. It looks very cluttered because of the white and the diorite. We have a bit of quartz at the bottom, entrances there, and then of course the light blue stuff mixed with more light blue stuff. It's like kind of a lot. When you're looking at it from this angle, it looks a bit busy, but when you're closer, I think it's pretty cool actually. Like coming down from here when you're climbing up to it, like on this hill that we'll have here, it's pretty cool. Obviously there's no interior. I don't even know what I want this building to be. I was thinking maybe it's kind of like a home for someone close to the royal family, or maybe it's like, I was thinking at first, when I first had the idea for this building, I was thinking like, oh, maybe we could have like a small coliseum where knights could fight, and maybe like the final challenge for a knight to like actually, you know, become a knight would be in here. You'd have to defeat someone else or something. But it's not, it's too small. There's not enough room on this island for it. But we have it, and I think it's pretty okay. And then the actual island and the arch, I think, are not bad. I think they're pretty cool. One thing I want to try doing that I completely forgot to do, though, let's get some stone walls. And does this exist? I didn't think so, but I was making sure just in case. But down on the little arch here, we could have, like, this, you know? Maybe one there. And I think that'll really help add to it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think I like that. Now, I think the last bit of progress we're going to get done on the castle in this episode is these two towers and then a wall connecting these. Now, I don't know exactly what I want with the wall. I just know I don't want it to be like that stuff over there. I want it to be a bit different. But I'm not going to do a time-lapse. We've done 2 pretty quick time-lapses here. I'm just going to try some on-camera building. I don't even think I'm going to design the wall, like any of this in my creative world, because it's going to be the same kind of style here, just a little bit different. So we can experiment on camera, see what I can do. Halloween has passed as well, meaning we're back to the original skin, the normal skin, the better skin. I'm always like super excited to get into like the festive skins, but then like a week after I put it on, I'm like, can I go back yet? Can I go back to my other skin? So we're back to this for about a month until December starts, and then we'll get the Christmas skin on. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna say it. If you celebrate Christmas before December starts, you need to be put into an insane asylum. I can understand, like, after Thanksgiving, oh, it's time, you know? But if you do it right after Halloween, if you do it, like, before the last week or 2 of November, you're clinically insane. Also, I know the upload schedule has kind of been slow as of recently. I mean, with episodes like this, I'm doing a crazy amount of progress in it, obviously. So that takes more time than usual to film and get out. But also, I'm quite tired on the weekdays, so I don't want to, like, record when I'm like low energy, you know? But then on the weekends, usually I'm doing other stuff to where I can't record, so I'll just get the videos all I can. I'm not gonna rush myself and force myself to record when I'm tired, because, you know, if I have low energy in the videos, they won't be that entertaining, so, you know. I can't really do them when I'm, like, about to fall over asleep. But yeah, we can finish, like, the whole front face of this part of the castle before next episode. Because, I mean, again, the stuff on the left here is going to be... It'll be, like, the same kind of style, but it's going to be a bit different. It's going to be taller and more grand because it'll be, like, where I actually live, you know? So... we'll have the front face of the main castle finished in this episode. And also, if you were wondering, the entirety of the bank roof is oxidized. I think, yeah, last time I checked, there was one piece over here that wasn't oxidized, but now it's all nice and green. Even over here, it's mostly oxidized. There's just these few little parts here. Actually, never mind. There's been quite a bit of just jibber-jabber in this video. So I'm actually going to get into a time-lapse. I'm going to finish up this gatehouse. I'm going to do something in between. I don't know if I'm going to do something like just like that, or if I'm going to do something different. And then I also want to finish this wall in between the two places here, as well as maybe add some, like, stuff similar to the... why are clouds on? As well as do stuff around here. I want to kind of incorporate more of the blue castle color into this city. So instead of red banners, I'm going to change them to light blue. And then I was thinking of making this thing back here, this red tower structure. I was thinking of making it similar in style to the castle and have a blue flag on top of it, like the one over there by the castle. So let's just get to work and see what I can get done. Okay, so there we go. I think now, with the finishing of this wall, the whole kind of front face of the castle itself is done. Of course, so the cliffs and everything, but the castle itself, I'm pretty sure is mostly done on the front face. So for the wall, I did the same stony design with the stone brick, the cobblestone, and stone. But then for this roof, I did something a bit different, as you can see. And I really like it. This is about what I was hoping for. Then for the gatehouse, I didn't go with the same design I did at the front. I did something a little bit different because I couldn't fit as much in because I didn't make the towers as tall, I guess. Or not as thick, I should say, because these ones are just rounder, while these ones are thinner, you know. But I am happy with the amount of progress we have gotten done today. I mean, that's looking crazy. Look at that. That is so cool. And then, of course, we did this building. I'm actually not sure about it. I don't know if it works. I might change the diorite to deep slate to better match this area with the darker blocks. But overall, I think it's okay. Once the other buildings and everything else is in place, I feel like it'll look a lot less weird because there's other things surrounding it, you know? And it's not just standing in the open. But I think next episode, I want to finish up the front face of the island. So customize the cliffs, do all that stuff, make a way to actually access the castle here. I don't know what to do because I've tried doing some bridge designs in my creative world, and it just doesn't really work with the size I have to go with, you know? Like, I can't get something that works, so I don't exactly know what I'm gonna do. Also, something I don't think I mentioned earlier, I managed to get all of these. I did some emptying out of some of the shulker boxes in the areas, like especially over here. I did some combining. I moved some of the shulker boxes that had like all the bone blocks and stuff down. I moved the stuff inside to deep storage in the basement down there, so I freed up a couple more. So I have a few extra empty shulkers to my collection. So yeah, I have a few extra shulker boxes, but I think that's pretty much it. And this is crazy because I don't even know how to, like, encompass this episode's worth of progress into the thumbnail because there's so much we did. I can't wait to get started on the inside of the castle here, but I think that's gonna do it for this episode. So thank you all for watching this episode of Minecraft Hardcore. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like to let me know, and subscribe if you want to see more videos from the series and content similar to this. See you guys next time.